Hello, gorgeous. This is Melanie from Makeup by Melanie B. And today I'm bringing sexy back. Yep. I'm just going to play with makeup. I have not had time to get on here and record a bunch of videos lately. And I'm sorry because I hate to start strong and then taper off and then come back at you really hard again. So let's put a little makeup on. And today we're going to go with some pinks because I'm wearing a pink shirt because I was feeling pinky, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna start and we're gonna just roll on into it. You know how I love to just figure it out as I go along. I don't make a plan, but let's get started. Okay, so I have a bare face. I have done my skincare routine. So I'm not gonna have to do any of that. Let's go in with, I'm gonna do a little bit of the Illuminating Primer. This is the Purple Strobe Primer. So when you're online and you're looking for a primer, we have two that we offer. One is the silicone base clear one that's in a silver tube, and this one is the creamy base with a little bit of illumination in it that is in the purple. So that's what I'm doing today. I just want a little life in my face. My cheeks are pink, but I have not seen the sun in I don't know how long, so it's definitely more like a rosacea kind of thing. My skin's acting crazy lately. I'm like getting an age spot, something that I'm like, I turned 50 and I got a freaking age spot. I swear. I mean, like, what the hell? Anyway, and my psoriasis is coming back. So, good news. Stress, I guess. I don't know. All right, makeup. So now let's go in with, we're going to do some major under eye concealing. All right, I'm going to go in with the Pata that looks very yellow in the screen. Most of these Pata creams are a little bit more yellow base, warm base, so they don't really go with cool skin tones. But for this, I'm going to see if it'll help tone down the darkness at the same time while camouflaging the bags and the circles. So you can just see right here, just with a little bit of Pata cream, the difference that makes. And I'm using my finger this time only because the warmth of my touch helps make the cream just kind of float on the skin. I'll take whatever's on my finger, just kind of bring it down. But you can see already, now I still have major circles and depth. Oh, I should have mentioned, I've had 2 of my hemiplegic migraines this week. As soon as I got the email that courts were back in session, I immediately lost my vision and had one of my hemiplegic migraines. So I had basically a stroke last Saturday. I shouldn't call it that because it really could lead to that. So I don't want to joke around, but that's what it feels like when you're having one. And then about 2 or 3 days later, I had another one. So it makes my eyes very inset, very deep. I don't know why it does that, but so I really need to do some work on these. Now that I've got the Pata on there, I'm going to go in with the light Ivory and just kind of brighten a little bit of that line right there. I'm going to bring it down in here because I've got a lot of redness around my nose. So let's do that. And then I'm going to grab my, I just had it, sponge, and I'm just going to pat that in. Now you'll notice I'm not doing the entire under eye camouflage thing like I've done in prior videos where I've just kind of done just that because I'm really not going anywhere, but I do want to try to tone this down as much as possible. For some reason, this eye always has more shadows, and I don't know if it's lighting, but in photos, it looks that way too. So I don't know what's going on there. I might actually need to get that checked out, but anyway, I'm gonna put a little bit of Bisque on that darkness on this one eye, just to see if I can't get a little more of that darkness to disappear. I know I've said it a million times, but our concealers don't add a ton of weight under the eye, so you don't have a bunch of crepiness and wrinkles and stuff. So that's a good thing. If you do have to layer it, you don't have to really worry so much about whether it's going to create a bunch of, you know, heavy makeup. And by pushing it in the skin with my sponge, it tends to make it a lot less cakey. But you can see, made a big difference. I still have that shadow. So let's go in with my fave CC cream. And this one's in medium, 03. I have this sponge thing that I got from It Cosmetics a long time ago, and it actually had foundation in it. And I really liked it, but I took the sponge out, I cleaned it up with some tea tree soap, and then I put it back, and then I've added a little bit of stuff to it. So what I like to do is combine my CC cream and my VFX or my serum or whatever, whichever foundations I'm wanting to use. So I'm gonna put a little bit of CC cream. Ooh, a lot of bit. Whatever's left in here, when I seal it up, it's still gonna be in there. So I don't have to worry about it, you know, going to waste. I'm gonna go in with Serum Foundation today. I haven't worn it in a while. I haven't worn any makeup in a while. Let's see, I'm gonna go with number 3. I think I'm gonna put a little number 3 and a little number 2 because you know what? I can. Now that I'm putting it in this little container. So you see that's a little yellower. Is that a word? A little more yellow than my skin type, or skin tone. I hate it when I say skin type instead of skin tone. I do it all the time. I know what I'm talking about. It's not coming out correctly. All right, and I'm gonna go in with a little bit of number 2 in the serum. Let's see how that works. I like a little bit of a glowy look, you know. I want my face to be radiant without looking like a glow ball. So I'm just gonna take my little sponge and kind of push it down in this little compact. And then let's go in, let's see what we think. I'm hoping it's gonna help cover up that under eye junk. Migraines are of the devil. If you've got them, you know what I'm talking about. You know, I really should have gotten this damp. Maroon. And I'm actually using the camera as my mirror, which kind of doesn't allow me to get it real even. So I'm gonna double check in my close-up mirror here in a second. Right now I'm gonna use the flat side and kind of just push it. Looking good. I didn't bring it down on my neck a little bit. My necks, my chins. Damn, the quarantine. Like I needed to gain another 20 pounds. Okay, moving on. Fit. Who'd have guessed it? Who'd have knowed it? Fit Eyeshadow Primer on my lid. On. I'm going to do my under eye powder, and this is going to help if I have any fallout or anything, but it's also going to set some of this under here. I'm just going to use the little corner of my sponge. Don't want it to be thick and matted looking or weighty, cakey. I really don't know what's going on with this other eye. Woo, God, rough. Okay. Let's do some eyes. All right, now we've got our eyeshadow primer on. I love it when I do a makeover and I come back like a week later and all my stuff is everywhere and I didn't clean up after and all that. Trying to find everything. Okay, transparent powder over the top. Y'all know how I roll. You can use it without the transparent powder. I just feel like I get more blendability when I do put the powder on it because it's really silky, but it holds everything in place. Now, we are gonna go in with a brand new color for me. I have had this, I ain't gonna lie, but I've never used it. And this is a matte liquid lipstick and it is Wild Rose 103. I'm gonna put on some lip conditioner right now, even though this is not going on my lips yet. I'm going to put on some lip conditioner because my lips are super dry. And I'm just gonna go ahead so this can be doing its thing before I get to my lips. Okay, I just needed some of that. Super dry lips. All right, so we're gonna go in and this is gonna be a deep color, okay? And it may not match my shirt. I might end up changing my shirt actually because this is more of a rosy deep color. I'm wiping off excess before I go to my eyeball, just so I don't have a lot. I can always add more, you know how it is. let's go into the crease with the Wild Rose. We'll put a little bit in this outside edge, and I'm going to blend it before I put any on the other side. How many times have y'all seen me looking kind of like this? All right, let's go in with the Pink Glow. And what I'm going to do is use this as like, almost like a cut crease, but also as a foundation for other colors, but also because it gives such a great little like highlight. So I kind of use this one for a multitude of reasons and things. And I'm just going to use like a little flat shader brush like this one from Coastal Scents. I've used it before. I don't know if they carry it anymore. My poor brush. Had to like break it because I didn't clean it last time. Stupid. Okay, so let's go in with the Pink Glow Creamy Shadow all over the lid. I got something in my eye, and so now it's like, looks like it's shutting down on me or something. Okay, so that's all. Oh, under my eye, I'm gonna put a little bit of this rose gold creamy, Pink Glow Creamy Shadow. And the reason I'm doing that is so it'll hold on to whatever color I use under here. I wanna go in with the Violet Pigment. I haven't used this a lot, but it just looks so stunning every time I see it used. Now this is a little different pink than what I'm wearing, so you know, but let's just tap with that same brush that already has the creamy shadow on, the creamy shadow on it. And you can see it just sticks right to it. So I'm gonna put that kind of in this outer third. Okay, now in the center of my eye, I'm gonna go in over the top of the Pink Glow with Baby Cakes, which is one of my favorite pink eyeshadows. Love, love, love this one. And it's going right in the center. And you see how that beautiful, beautiful highlight right there in the middle is just so eye-catching. I love it. Opens your eyes up a little bit more. You see how much brighter that eye is than that eye? Now in the inner corner, we're gonna go in with a Vanilla Diamond. And I say inner corner, but this is not necessarily gonna be what is in that corner. It's just gonna be what's on this inner third. And I'm just taking a little flat shadow brush, just like a smudger brush. And I'm gonna go over the top of Baby Cakes a little bit and then just pat it till it blends and into the inner corner. Now I'm going to go into the Trio Shadow in 05 Vintage Season. And I'm going to just take this deepest color, tapping it on that same smudger brush, and going to pat it on just in this outer corner a little bit. Now this is a little more rusty than the Wild Rose. I don't want a ton of it, but I'm going to use it to kind of give myself an outer corner here with a little depth. And then I'm gonna bring it under here a little bit and smudging it out. Now let's go in with our 3-in-1 face palette and our highlighter, as we do every time. I'm so predictable. But when you find your favorites, you just do. I mean, you just have your favorites. So, all right, I'm going in with like a pencil brush and tapping it into our highlighter. Trying to find a place to put it down. And then popping that right at the brow. And blending it over the top a little bit of that pink. I'll blend that out a little bit better. And then right here in this inner corner, just for a little pop right there. All right, so now that I've added that highlight at my brow bone, I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush that I've wiped off and just kind of blend them together. And you don't want a harsh line. So this line here and this line here, there should be no line. It should just kind of go from a dark to a light, and that is why you blend. And I'm gonna add a little bit of more highlight now that I've blended. I'm gonna pop a little bit more right there. Now, I did not do my brows, I know, shame, shame. So in order to do my brows, I'm just gonna use the Brow and Lash Serum. So I'm kind of cheating. Now, this thing has this little brush on it. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to see. Anyway, what that's for is for like to put at your lash line or whatever. And then this is for your brows. So what I'm gonna do is, because I don't have my brow products in here right now, I'm just gonna use it to put on my brows with the little brush, not the pointy thing, with the comb, with the spoolie part, just to tame them. I'm gonna leave them like that. Maybe that'll help them kind of grow back a little bit. We're gonna go with my favorite ink liner. So for under my eyes, I think I want to add a little bit more drama. I started coughing, and so I'm going to take the Time Locker and the little eyeshadow brush, or eyeshadow brush, liner, whatever, eyebrow liner brush, and get it a little bit wet so that when I use this tiny bit of black shadow under my eye, it will smudge, but it will stay. So I'm just going to bring it into the outside corner a little bit. And up to that wing. My eyes are sisters today, they're not twins. Let's get some mascara on, and today I'm gonna use something I haven't used in quite a while. Let's go in with some 3D Effect mascara. So let's look before, and let's put on some 3D mascara and see if they become 3D. Oh. Okay, so when I'm done, y'all know how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give y'all that look and see what you think of how that, when I look up, how those look. I'm gonna give my eyes a little more drama with some waterproof liner in the waterline. Not going all the way over. Now, you can see that that automatically closes my eyes in, but it gives drama and it makes my eyes look really blue, so sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't. I try not to close my eyes up too much, like making them look smaller. Okay, so let's do a little contouring because my 9 chins need a little help right now. So let's go in with the darker contour stick. Y'all know I love these sticks. I'm not doing my forehead because my hair will be down. So not really gonna go to all that trouble. Let's get our little brush, whichever brush you have. So I'm gonna try something drastic as far as blush. This one, it's called Dark Berry. It is super dark. I'm gonna use a tiny bit, and it might be too much still. So I'm just gonna tap a tiny bit, knock off any excess. I'm scared. like it. I really got this to use as an eyeshadow, which is kind of funny because I really need to use it right now. So I'm going to go back with this little liner brush and tap a little bit of this dark berry, I think whatever's called, and do a little bit over the top of this black. I'm going to try not to go back and mess with my eyes at all, but that's beautiful. Who knew, right? Oh, I'm never disappointed with any of the stuff I get from Farmasi. All right, I am going to take a fluffy brush right now and just blend this together a little bit. I just don't want it looking like I've got like punched cheeks or anything. Okay, so almost done, almost done. Let's go in with our Pink Flash highlight stick. Okay, all we have to do now is lips and we're done. I am gonna go ahead and just use, I think, the Wild Rose. Now, if I think this is too dark, I've never put this on my lips. If I think this is too dark for this look, then I will tone it down with a little highlight color or something, but I really want to try it because it's so gorgeous on everybody. I'm always looking for my dang mirror. Okay, here we go. That's a gorgeous color. I don't know how it looks with my shirt, but Wild Rose, y'all. Wild Rose. While I'm waiting for that to dry, because I am going to add a little highlight to it, I'm going to go ahead and do, because I've forgotten, to clean up around my eyes. I'm gonna use a clean, let's see, oh gosh, something just rolled off. I heard it hit the floor. I'm gonna go in with this corner of this makeup sponge. Something was red on it. What was red on it? I don't have anything red. What in the Sam heck? I don't know what just happened, but all right, so let's do, I think the shirt is distracting because I think the rest of this looks really good. But I definitely want to use something in the center, and I believe Baby Cakes Mono Shadow, because that's what I use in the center of my eye right there. I think that might be good. So let's do it. Let's take our fingertip, some Baby Cakes, and I could also use that pink highlighter stick. Oh, it looks crazy. Just hold on, y'all. Hold on. Crazy. It's just lipstick. Now, once I get my lip plumper, it's a totally different video. Lip plumper, and smooth it all out, y'all. I love it. Gorgeous. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. And I could even go back. I think I'm gonna go back and add just another little pop of highlight. Not a lot. I'll say not a lot. Hold on, hold on. I just want to bring it right up here a little bit. Give my lips a little fullness. That is incredible. I about went in, y'all, with some more Wild Rose. Pay attention. Okay. I'll put some powder right there. I'm just going to make sure it's good and glossy. fabulous. It's still so pouty. Let's do a little, just a little bit of under eye powder of some kind, I think, to make sure that's good and covered. How this Be Fit does. It's got like all these wild colors mixed together, so not sure. It's supposed to be a good color corrector when it's got that in there, so maybe that's what I need. Let's use a little bit of that. Some of the powders, when they first are new, they're so hard to like get to move. I'm not trying to add 1 billion pounds of powder under my eye though. I think we just leave it alone, right? Let's spray it. Let's set everything into my eyes, straight in my damn eyes. I could not be more happy with that lip color, y'all. I wish you could see it in person. All right, this is it. Oh, hair. I'm scared. All right, so what I did last night, I went to bed with a wet head. Everything was dry here, and I just twisted this up on top and clipped it. So it has this nice little cute wave to it, but then I slept on it, and my head looks flat back here. And I put a little beach wave spray in it and try to get it to lift a little bit in the front. And now I think I've screwed it all up. But this is not a hair video, right? Thank God. All right, so let's just leave it at that. Never get it the way I like it. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, all those wonderful things. Just join me in my pharmacy adventure. So you will get notifications if you push that little notification bell right there. I'm not sure if you know, but there's a little arrow beside the title of this video. It's a little tiny arrow. And if you click that little arrow, it will drop down all of the information about what I put on my face, how to find me, how to find my website, how to shop for pharmacy stuff, how to join my team and do what I do and get a fabulous discount. And you know, all that information's down there. So when I say look in the description is hidden until you open it. So the title, little arrow, click the arrow, drops down all that information, and all that is there for you if you want to go join my group, if you want to go find me on Pinterest, everything is there. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me again, and I will see you back soon.